Okay, great. So I hope you've successfully set up your Facebook advert account. Now, the next key thing that we need to set up before we can actually start advertising is what's called the Facebook pixel. Okay. Now, what is the Facebook pixel? Well, it's a very clever piece of code, but all I want you to bear in mind at the moment is it's just a way of tracking customers that come to your site. Okay. So Facebook is going to send traffic from Facebook to your site. Okay. And then the pixel is going to track. And the pixel is going to understand the sorts of customers that are coming to your site, and it's going to learn about them, and it's going to increasingly send more customers that are more and more likely to buy from you. So it's a very clever piece of software, and the good news is you don't need to understand anything about it at all. It's going to do all the work for you, but we do need to get it installed. So let's see exactly how we're going to do that. Now, with your Facebook advert account set up, you should be able to find somewhere in your menu system, and again, this will be potentially slightly different for most people. You should be able to find somewhere that says pixels. Okay, that's what you're looking for. So what I've done here is I've opened up my menu system, and in here I can see pixels. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Now, if you don't see that, just Google setup Facebook pixel or something along those lines for your particular case. But within a menu somewhere, you are going to see pixels, and that's what I want you to click on. And you should land on a page like this. Create a Facebook pixel, okay? Add the Facebook pixel to your website to measure the impact of your ads. And as I was just discussing, the pixel will allow you to track your website activities and essentially improve your return on investing, and then keep sending customers that are more and more likely to buy from you. So all you need to do is to click on Create a Pixel. Now we can give it a name. It proposes Tim's Super Deals Pixel, which is absolutely fine with me. So let's click on Create. And now we need to install the Pixel code, okay? So it says here to use Facebook Pixel, you must first install Pixel code on your website. What we want to do is take this first one, use an integration or tag manager. So simply click on that option. And then Shopify makes this really easy. So click on the Shopify icon over here, and it takes us through some very simple steps. So the first thing it wants us to do is to go to your Shopify admin panel. Okay, and just before we do that, I want to draw your attention to this number here, because this is my Pixel ID. All right, that number is the thing that I need to copy and paste into the appropriate place, which I'm going to show you right now. So what I want you to do is to double click on that and copy it. And then I want you to head over to your admin system, go to your online store, and then preferences. And if you scroll down a bit here, you're going to see this title, Facebook Pixel. And all we need to do then is just to paste in that ID. So just right mouse click and paste. And then obviously save. Now let's go back to the instructions. So that's all done. We've done one, we've also done two. And the last thing we want to do is to check the pixel status. And what it says is to go over to your manager and select pixels from the top menu. And if the status is active, your pixel has been installed correctly. Now this is important. It may take up to 20 minutes for your pixel status to change. Okay, so what we're looking for is this here, where we've got pixel and then details and then status active. All right. So let's do exactly that. Let's close this now. Let's go over to pixels. And you should see this. So we've got Tim's Super Deals, the pixel with the ID that we set up. Now ignore this no recent activity for the moment, because what you're really looking for here is this dot here. This might be gray or it might be green. Now it needs to be green. Mine is green at the moment, and if it's not green, then just go to your admin system and go straight to your store. Click around a little bit on the store just to trigger the pixel. Then go back to this admin system here and just simply refresh the page. Now that should then be green, okay? That's your green light. Everything is done correctly. If not, then you'll need to go back and just follow those instructions again. So if I now click on this pixel link, it takes you to a dashboard specifically for the Pixel. Now, we're not going to get into this in detail, but I do want to show you just one thing. If you go over here to the diagnostics, this is where you can ultimately check to see if your Pixel is set up correctly. So having clicked on diagnostics, you can see that it says there are no issues with your Pixel. Enjoy your day. Because if you go back to events, you might see this message here, no recent activity, and it's still prompting to set up the Pixel. Now that's somewhat misleading, but if you're still not convinced, you want to be absolutely sure, then just go back to your store and add a few things into your cart. In other words, create events on your site. So if I go add to cart here and then go to the checkout, for example, and now I head back to this page and refresh, you see things have been updated. So events received 6, so that's just me clicking around. And then if you look down here, you can see that it's starting to record various things on my site. So there you go. That's ultimate proof that the Pixel is fully installed. So I hope you've managed to follow those instructions. If you're at all confused or you're not seeing what I'm seeing here, then just go back and go through it carefully again. All right, you'll definitely get here. It's not a necessarily complicated process, but you do need to be a little bit careful. So there we go, Pixel all installed. Finally, we can start to drive traffic to our store and start making sales.